All right, so today we're going to be graphing fractions on the number line. So the first thing we want to do is change your fraction into a decimal. Remember, Nacho is on top, Donkey is on the bottom. And Nacho will sleep inside and Donkey will sleep outside. Don't forget, Nacho kicks off his boots and hangs his hat, and we give him tortillas up a maximum of 3. And then we can graph our decimal. All right, so here, remember we have 0 and 1 is our whole numbers. Remember, we can think of this as money, like $0 and $1. And here we know, right in the middle, half a dollar is 50 cents. Or we can put 0 and 5 tenths, or if we want it to look like money, we can add a 0 behind it and make it look like 50 hundredths. All right, so what I would do is let's go ahead and we're going to change our fraction into a decimal. And today, I'm going to use a calculator though, so I'm going to take 1 and divide it by 4. So I'm going to plug that into my calculator. And I'm going to go 1, and I'm going to hit divide, and then I'm going to hit 4. And I can see my answer is 0 and 25 hundredths, or 0.25. So I'm going to write that off to the side here. I'm going to put equals 0.25. So that's like 25 cents. So, let's think here. We know 25 cents is less than 50 cents and it's more than $0. So we know it's going to be about halfway between. So we can go ahead and put our 25 cents here, which would be 1/4. So 1/4 and 25 cents are equivalent, so they would be in the same spot. All right, let's go ahead and let's do the same thing for 2/3. We're going to change our fraction to a decimal, but let's first label what we know. We know that if this is $0 and this is $1, in the middle would be our 50 cents, or our 1/2. Okay, let's go ahead and let's divide 2 divided by 3 in our calculator, and let's see what we get. Let me go to my online, and I'm going to hit clear, and then I'm going to hit 2 divided 3. Oh, look, I get 0.666666666667. So I'm going to write that number down. Here we have equals 0.66666667. That's what the calculator gave me, right? But remember, we only want it to look like money. So really, we only need to take the whole number and the 66. So we can make it look like 66 cents. We don't need all this other stuff, what the calculator gives us. We just need 0.66, and that's like 66 cents. And here we know it's going to be more than 50 cents, but less than $1. So it would be about right here. So I'm going to put 66 cents here. And also, I can label this 2/3. Okay? All right, now let's go ahead and let's try this again. Now here, I'm going to check my whole numbers first. I have 1 and 5/8. So I know this is going to be $1 and something cents. So I'm going to go ahead and label what I do know. If this is 1 and this is 2, we know that this right in between would be 1.5. If I were to put it as money, it would be $1.50 or 1.5. Okay, so now I need to figure out where would 5/8 go. So I'm going to change 5/8 to a decimal by doing 5 divided by 8. And I'm going to go to my calculator and I'm going to hit clear and I'm going to hit 5 divided by 8. And we have 625 behind the decimal. So I'm going to put 625. But I don't need this 5 because I want everything to look like money. So I can take off what I don't need. And now this looks like $1.62. So I know $1.62 would be about here, a little bit closer to the $1.50 than the 2. So I'm going to put it about here. So we could put 1 and 5/8 here. And then $1.62 as well. Okay. All right, last one. Again, I'm going to check my whole numbers. We have 1 and 2 as our whole numbers. So we know that this middle part here would be 1.5. If we were looking at it as money, it would be $1.50. Here I have 1 and 5/12, so I have $1 and some change. So I now need to divide my fraction and turn it into a decimal. So in my calculator, I'm going to hit 5 divided by 12. So I'm going to go back to my calculator. I'm going to make sure I hit clear and then hit 5 divided by 12. And I get 4166667. So I'm going to write that. 0.416667. Okay, well, remember, we don't need all those numbers. We just want enough information to make it look like money. So really all I need is $1.41. And since I don't want to know an exact location, I just want to know an approximate location of 1 and 5/12. Here we know that $1.41 is a little less than $1.50. So here we could label this a little bit less. See how it's a little bit less? So here's about the 140. We can label this 1 and 5/12, or you can label it as money and make it $1.41 down here.